Assalamualaikum students, I am Shiza Noor, your biology teacher, and I welcome you all to DPS online classes. Dear students, in today's lecture we are going to discuss about the biological method. In the previous lecture you have studied about how we can solve a biological problem. And you have studied the three important steps of biological method, that is recognition of the biological problem, observations and hypothesis. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the four remaining important steps of biological method. That is deductions, experimentation, summarization of results and reporting the results. So the main learning objectives of today's lecture are that you all will be able to formulate deductions from hypothesis. You will be able to describe about experimentation, and you will also be able to define control and experimental group in an experiment. And you will be able to explain the summarization and reporting of results. So let's start our topic from deductions. So biologists usually draw deductions from hypothesis, which means that once the statement of hypothesis is made, the next step is to formulate and draw the deductions from it. Now what are the deductions? These are the logical consequences of hypothesis. What does this logical consequences means? It means that it is a fundamental concept in logic, which makes some logic or which makes some kind of sense, which describes the relationship between the statement which we have considered true. And for this purpose, our hypothesis is taken as true and expected result deductions are drawn from it. So it is very clear that hypothesis is one made, and then we take it as a true. We assume that hypothesis to be true, and then expected results, which means deductions, are drawn from it. And generally in biological method, if a particular hypothesis is true, then one should expect deduction a certain result. So students, इसका मतलब ये है कि जब आप एक हाइपोथेसिस की स्टेटमेंट बना लेते हैं, आप उस स्टेटमेंट को ट्रू कंसीडर करते हैं, एंड उस ट्रू कंसीडरेशन की वजह से ही हम एक एक्सपेक्टेड रिजल्ट ड्रॉ करते हैं, और वही एक्सपेक्टेड रिजल्ट डिडक्शन होता है. एंड दिस इन्वॉल्व्स द यूज ऑफ इफ एंड देन लॉजिक, व्हिच मींस इफ इट इज ट्रू देन दिस विल हैपन. मतलब अगर ये बात हम जो कर रहे हैं ये ठीक है, तो फिर इसका ये रिजल्ट होगा, which means if and then logic deductions पे apply होती है. For example, all plants have a nucleus. It is a universal fact that all plant cells have a nucleus. You have studied about the plant cell in your previous classes. So biologists cannot examine every single living plant and every plant that has ever lived to see if this hypothesis is false. We cannot apply the one thing on all the plants of the world, that either they have nucleus or not. Instead, biologists generate deduction using reasoning. This is very important step of deductions, that we rely on reasoning. From the above hypothesis, which means all plant cells have a nucleus, a biologist can make the following deduction, that if I examine the cells from the blade of a grass, then each one will have a nucleus. It means you don't have to apply the same hypothesis on every plant to check either it has cell, either it has nucleus or not. So we can make a deduction that if I only examine a part of the grass or a very little part of a leaf or anything from the plant, then every single cell will have a nucleus, which means it is universal fact. It is a true hypothesis from which we made this deduction, that if you cut any single part of the plant, you will see the nucleus in every cell. So this hypothesis will considered be true, that all plant cells have a nucleus. So this was all about deductions. Now after deduction, the next step is experimentation, which is the most basic step of biological method. Without experimentation, one cannot prove whether his hypothesis is true or not. So biologists perform experiment to see if hypotheses are true or not. The deductions which are drawn from hypothesis are subjected to rigorous testing. Through experimentation, biologists learn that which hypothesis is correct and which is not. क्योंकि हम कभी भी hypothesis को correct लेके assume नहीं करते. We just consider it that maybe ये true हो सकती है, maybe ये correct हो सकती है. So the incorrect hypotheses are rejected. ऑब्वियस सी बात है, अगर एक हाइपोथेसिस एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन में फेल हो जाती है आफ्टर सेवरल एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन, नॉट बाय वन, it doesn't mean कि one experiment will show you that your hypothesis is correct. No, there are number. Rigorous testing means कि उसको बार बार एक ही प्रोसीजर से गुजारा जाता है, different experiments उस पर अप्लाई किए जाते हैं different conditions के साथ, just to check कि वो hypothesis हर experimentation को survive करती है या नहीं. And if it doesn't do that, which obviously means that incorrect hypothesis will be rejected, and the one which proves correct is accepted. So an accepted hypothesis makes further predictions that provide an important way to further test its validity. Validity बहुत ज़्यादा important है. अगर आपकी hypothesis accept कर ली जाती है, the next step is to check its validity कि either ये कोई next predictions भी देती है या नहीं, या just इसका उसी एक statement के ऊपर काम खत्म हो जाता है. So accepted hypothesis का मतलब ये है कि it will ensure the further predictions जब आप continuously उसकी validity को, उसकी verification को check करेंगे. So this is about experimentation. Now what is control in an experiment? Control an experimental group. ये बहुत important part है किसी भी experiment को perform करते वक्त. In science, when doing experiment, it must be controlled experiment. आप कभी भी result draw नहीं कर सकते जब आपके पास two variable groups नहीं होंगे. So the scientist must contrast an experimental group with a control group. The two groups are treated exactly alike except for one variable being tested. एक को हम टेस्ट करते हैं और एक को हम एग्जैक्टली वैसे ही रखते हैं ताकि हम दोनों के अंदर डिफरेंशिएट कर सकें कि हमने किस चीज को वेरिएबल किया है, कौन सी चीज दोनों में सेम है, कौन सी चीज दोनों में डिफरेंट है. सो टू डू सो we will perform an example. In an experiment to test the necessity of carbon dioxide for photosynthesis, one can contrast the control group with an experimental group. Alright, so basically हमारा experiment क्या होगा? It will show the carbon dioxide is essential for photosynthesis in plants, and for that we have to take two different plants. You can say that this is plant A and this is plant B, and you can say this is control group and one is experimental group. Now control group, a plant with freely available carbon dioxide, which means जो हमारा कंट्रोल ग्रुप है उसको हमने फ्री कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्रोवाइड करनी है. ऑन द अदर साइड द एक्सपेरिमेंटल ग्रुप इज अ प्लांट विद नो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड अवेलेबल. उसको हमने कोई भी कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड अवेलेबल नहीं करनी. सो द नेसेसिटी ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड विल बी प्रूव्ड व्हेन फोटोसिंथेसिस अकर्स इन द कंट्रोल ग्रुप एंड डज नॉट अकर इन द एक्सपेरिमेंटल ग्रुप. बहुत ऑब्वियस सी बात है कि जब जिस प्लांट के पास कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड नहीं होगा वो फोटोसिंथेसिस नहीं कर पाएगा, और यहाँ पे हमारा वो ग्रुप है एक्सपेरिमेंटल ग्रुप जिसको कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड नहीं दी जा रही, एंड ऑब्वियसली इट विल नॉट डू द फोटोसिंथेसिस. On the other side, as we know, carbon dioxide is provided to the control group, which means the control group plant will do photosynthesis. You can define the control group as a group in which no variable is missing. It means it is provided with all the variables. On the other side, what is the experimental group? It is a group in which one of the variable is missing, which you wanted to check. So I hope you are clear with the process of experimentation. So let's move towards the next step, that is summarization of results. Biologists gathers the actual quantitative data from experiments. हम जब भी एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे होते हैं तो एक्सपेरिमेंट की हर रीडिंग, उसकी हर रिकॉर्डिंग, एवरी सिंगल ऑब्जर्वेशन, आइदर इट इज क्वांटिटेटिवली और इन एनी फॉर्म, उसको हम राइट डाउन करते हैं ताकि वो एक्सपेरिमेंट्स का जितना भी डाटा हमारे पास मौजूद है वो हमारे पास स्टोर रहे, सेव रहे. एंड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट data for each of the groups are then averaged and compared statistically. On that we have to apply the statistics to draw out any mean value, to draw out the average results. To draw the conclusion, biologist also uses the statistical analysis, which involves different formulas, which involve different graphs, pie graphs, charts, and everything that belongs to statistics. So you can apply that to summarize your results. And the last step is reporting the results. आपके सारे काम के बाद जो सबसे main important part होता है, that is how to report the results. So biologists publish their findings in scientific journals. You may have heard about the journals and books, in talks at national and international meetings, and in seminars at colleges, universities, or any public place where they represent their work. Publishing of results is very essential part of scientific method. Without publishing the results, you cannot show the world that what you have drawn from your experiment. It allows other people to verify the result or apply the knowledge to solve other problem, because it is very important to tell the other peoples about your findings, about your hard work, about your results, that this is what I have drawn from my experiment, and they can use that formula, they can use that results for their own purpose. So this was all about the 4 important steps that we have studied today: deductions, experimentation, summarizing, and reporting the results. So now we will overview the whole lecture. Students, in today's lecture we have discussed about deductions and experimentation. Deductions are the logical consequences of hypothesis, and a hypothesis is taken as true and deductions are drawn from it. Generally, in biological method, if a particular hypothesis is true, then one should expect the deduction as a certain result, and this involves the use of if and then logic. Now, the most basic step of biological method is experimentation, and biologists perform experiments to check or to see if hypotheses are true or not. The deductions which are drawn from hypotheses are subjected to continuous testing, and through these experimentation, biologists learns which hypothesis is correct and which is not. The incorrect hypotheses are rejected, and then the new one which proves to be correct is accepted. And accepted hypotheses make further predictions that provide important way to check its validity. So students, then we have discussed about summarization of result, quantitative data from experiment which are then averaged and compared statistically. The biologist also uses the statistical analysis to summarize the result, and then the final step is reporting the result. And biologists publish their findings in scientific journals, books, talks at national and international meetings, and in seminars at colleges and universities. And this publishing of result is very essential part of the scientific method. It allows other people to verify the results or apply the knowledge to solve other problems. Students, now we are going to assess our topic with the help of some multiple choice questions relevant to this topic. Number 1, the most basic step of biological method is experimentation, observations, deductions, or hypothesis. The correct option is experimentation. Number 2, the logical consequences or results of hypothesis are called formula, observations, deductions, or experiment. The correct option is deductions. Number 3, what kind of hypothesis makes further prediction to test its validity? Rejected, accepted, false, or accurate? The correct option is accepted hypothesis. Number 4, to draw conclusion, biologist uses what kind of analysis? Mathematical, geometrical, statistical, or none of these? The correct option is statistical. So students, this was all about today's lecture. I hope you are clear with all the concepts. Thank you so much for watching this video. Allah Hafiz.